Hey y'all, it's your girl Jeannie Mai. Before we get started, be sure to like, subscribe, follow on me on Instagram, EMIAJLUV. Definitely leave comments in the comments section, tag, repost, all those wonderful things. And be fabulous when you're doing it because there's so much to talk about. All this week there's so much to talk about, so please expect to see quite a few videos posted by me, okay? Alright, let's get into this. Happy Valentine's Day! That was a lot of energy that I put into that, right? Actually, funny enough, a lot of people that I know, shoot, we got things to do. For starters, either get your errands done or sleep all day. Whatever works best. But however, shout out to the guy who did pull out all the stops for his wife and a whole shebang. If you didn't catch it, well, I forgot some of it, so I'm not going to describe it. Moving forward. Did you guys hear the rumor that Tupac Shakur is supposedly living in New Mexico and being protected by, the Navajo tribe? Yeah, well, I did. It's part of a documentary that actually was released not too long ago. Don't remember the dates, but you can always find it. And it's a movie basically saying that he actually left from the Las Vegas hospital and, ran away to New Mexico. And Rick Ross in the thing says, yeah, he's being protected by the Navajo tribe. Don't know how true that is. Again, let the legends be. Know what you're kind of talking about, but I thought it was kind of interesting because to kind of bring up, since where there's a whole bunch of Tupac, Biggie, resurfacing controversy and of all types of sorts and stuff, and I was like, wasn't that some stuff to just happen to see online? So yeah, that's out there. Don't know how much to say about it other than, I would think it's kind of stupid to go to New Mexico. I mean, why not just go to Mexico? He's gangster enough to survive and probably be, on the phone with the plug, speaking Spanish. I mean, I would think, but whatever. That's just me. So, did you guys hear? Puma just signed Grammy-winning J. Cole for footwear and apparel. I think that's a perfect gig. I think it's a perfect opportunity. So be expecting to see Puma booming with some new stuff. I'm sure it's already happening overseas. I know one thing's for sure, as I go out to all these different malls from New York to different parts of New York, to Mexico, to New Mexico, things like that, I'm definitely seeing how the fashion is being integrated. And let me just tell you something. USA, #behind. #behind. Slightly. By a hair. Even for the New York Fashion Weeks, half of these pieces I've seen in other like forms overseas at this point. So I'm really hoping to see some stuff that I haven't seen before. However, there are some things that I'm happy that the trend is, but it's like, dang, if I would have known that that was gonna actually make it to somebody's fashion week, I would have worn it myself and been like, bam, in ahead of time. But half of the stuff I just didn't have the funds for it. So. But at the end of the day, I'm excited to see the fashion that's going to be taking place. I mean, even before I knew Beyonce was signed with, what is it, Adidas? I sat there and, I mean, definitely over there in China, Adidas is nothing but popping. So a lot of the styles and stuff like that people find are super original. I personally believe that some of that inspiration was taken from whatever those people were doing, and it was brought to America. A lot of times that's just the case. We just behind, so the new fashion is the new fashion because we haven't seen it. But excited to see what's in store. Anywho, kind of going past that, Jeannie Mai, Jesus' girlfriend, the one who's hostess on the Real, one of the hosts and stuff, she is being slammed, and you guys are slamming her. What the freak is wrong with you people? Huh? What is wrong with y'all? She is literally, you are literally trolling this woman, and trust and believe, y'all are literally trolling this woman about the coronavirus. Like really? And she kept it real with y'all when she on the Real, and she let y'all know, I don't think so. So good for you, Jeannie Mai. As I start to read more into the coronavirus situation, and might I add to, sincerest apologies at, the doctor who actually put out the post for the coronavirus and bringing awareness to it, was killed by his own government, and that's how I'm saying it. And you know, for telling the truth. And so that's like us, you know, when people in America talk about aliens, as far as I'm concerned. Truth hurts. And a lot of times people, you know, or their government doesn't feel like you need to hear it. And especially with all the security and the cameras and stuff, you know, in China, they pop up at your door on a slick day. You know, when you thought everything was going great, but they was tracking you from your work to your carport, plugging your bike in, walking in and walking out, got you some Subway, now you made it back home and now you're sick. You know, you never know who's watching you. So, you know, and that's what brings me to the Jeannie Mai situation, because it's like for y'all to sit there and troll this woman, and for schools in America as well to be actually targeting Chinese American students or you know, people and children and trying to, you know, vaccine them. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I hope it's not. How can I say this? On one end, it's like it's the school's responsibility to make sure that parents, children, whoever the case is aware and clear on what is going on, whether it's around the world or in their own, you know, environments or whatever the case, environment, society, whatever. Okay. But it is also a situation where I don't feel like the school should give in to every freaking thing that parents have a problem with. That's the problem now, is that my kid didn't get the award. I believe that every child should get an award because my kid didn't get one, even though your kid is the slowest runner or can't read because you don't stay at home to teach him and work with him on those things, or you didn't hire nobody who could teach him. So now your kid is just behind, and it's not because of the school. The school has done the best they could. You the one who's making the slackiness, or, you know, hey, that's just your kid. Maybe they're just not the best in running, but maybe they're good with building blocks or something. Get an award in that. But, you know, you keep letting these parents get in the midst of stuff, and you sit there not vaccinating, but, you know, quarantining and doing extra precautions. How you can't even check for the coronavirus. Anyways, I'm not going to get into that. The coronavirus, it has barely even affected a few, like 3 people, baby, you know, in America. And that's because they came from Hunan before the thing was an outbreak and known situation. It is not an outbreak. It is not at large in America. Okay. It is purely in China, in the Hunan, I don't know how to properly say it, province, and around that area. So that's where it is being quarantined. Stop being freaking ignorant. Jeannie Mai, you said your truth, girl. Good for you. Anyway, so I chose to try not to talk about the Kobe Bryant situation for several reasons. I feel like it's being talked about enough. I feel like there are haters, #Gayle, who are, you know, trying to exploit certain things and, you know, bring stuff to light. And it's gotten to a point for me where I am back in what I feel like a position when I'm speaking to you guys to say my piece about it. I bring you news, I say my piece. But, okay, so let's start here. For one, with the Kobe Bryant situation. Everybody knows what's been going on with the whole Gayle, and also that principal who made the comment, I think on Facebook or something like that, and then had to take it down for bringing up the 2003 situation. Anyways, that man, the real predator is your R. Kelly's and your white man governments of the situation and things like that. Okay, Kobe Bryant and Gayle, supposed to be educated, powerhousing in your own lane type of way, friends with powerhousing in her own way type of way, Oprah, you know, bringing up such a sensitive topic that I'm sure really, unless, you know, there's just the hater out there, such a sensitive topic and point on this man's legacy. R. Kelly's legacy has been about Aaliyah, okay, and everybody who was involved in that. That's part of their legacy, okay? Mainly that, all right? That 2003 crap that he was cleared of in 2004 has nothing to do with the legacy that he has built. And now you sat there, look here, y'all, Gayle is crying, and she got her best friend Oprah crying too. And let me tell you something. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Oprah. I do like certain things that she says. I'm just not, like I said, I don't nobody, and I'm not a diehard for nobody. You know, and that's just it. But and I've heard mixed reviews. Anyways, that's a whole nother situation. Point is this: you got Oprah crying now, defending her friend. She's hurt. She's not well. Look here. You know what? You guys have been on TV long enough. You guys are in a position where supposedly you're feeding women to white men and stuff like that for money or for, you know, for other purposes. You know, at the end of the day, you guys know what you should and shouldn't say. And I mean, if anything, everybody gets a little backlash online. And if you got to shut it down and come back on a later date, please do so accordingly. Period, point blank. I'm just going to leave it there. But that actually takes me into some of my other topics. So continuing with the Kobe Bryant situation, he will be having a memorial service coming up very, very soon. Don't have the exact dates because I'm not going, and I highly doubt that you guys are too. But for those people who are going, be sure that you are registering in advance for the memorial service to have a chance to get tickets. They're ranging from $24 to like $224 or something like that. And the proceeds will be donated to the Mamba and the Mambacita Sports Foundation. I've always found it weird and just sickening a little bit to capitalize on someone's, I guess, fame or their, you know, in that way, especially after death. Because like I said, and because I've been wanting to make a video, and I actually erased some of my last videos trying to talk about this because I'm like, I just don't want to talk about it. But it's like, dang, it's like, you know, when the legends go, they can't just rest. I understand about celebrating, you know, their birthday or maybe, you know, stuff like that, or, you know, having that certain thing that's going on, keeping the foundation alive, which is why I went on ahead and spoke about this, is because it is keeping the foundation alive, even if it's in a, to me, twisted, sick sort of fashion. I mean, for the memorial service, there couldn't have been something else, like a, you know, something fun for the kids or something, you know, but anyways, memorial service. Yeah. Now, actually going to this Oprah situation. Hey y'all, really fast. You like my outfit? I got such compliments today at work. A little accordion skirt, all black. I'm actually wearing a dress within a skirt, with my favorite knee boots. Okay. Okay, back to the tea. So like I said, Oprah. She is always making it somewhere. So Monique blasts Toni Braxton. Y'all, Toni was sitting up there talking about how, you know, basically Oprah is mean or freaking mean, and, you know, she felt like she was being reprimanded by Oprah in an interview at some point or something. And so Monique, you know, with dealing with her personal situation about being against Oprah and whoever the heck else, blast Toni Braxton on the 2020, okay? And, you know, yeah, and some people were talking about, like, Angela Yee was sitting there saying, you know, well, it is personal for her that, you know, and this, and you know, Charlamagne was like, well, you know, the thing is, like, there's a way to go about it, and it's like, it's just too personal. This is my take on it. As far as I'm concerned, when things happen, especially when your money is cut off, you know, or you know, supposedly, you know, when your money source is cut or opportunities are shot, or, you know, people don't want to work with you and your business is, you know, hey, I would get a little personal then too. I do believe that there is a way to handle business versus personal, and you know, to, you know, whatever the case is. But I mean, Monique ain't known for that. Monique is known for saying what's on her mind. That's how she's built her career. That's how she's lived her life. She says what's on her mind and she puts it out there. And whatever the case is, she done put this in her comedy, you know, et cetera, et cetera. I don't think there's no comeback from certain situations, I guess, that have transpired. So I can only hope for Monique, because I like Monique, that it's able to work out in her favor, that she does get some type of deal, or get back on some show, or have a something going on. I do think that going into this new year, actually we're already into this new year because February is going by quick, that maybe she can drop it just a little bit. But at the end of the day, who knows what's really going on behind closed doors? And my big and something that I stand for above all else is a person has the right to defend themselves. To sit up there and say that there's a way, or maybe she should just let it go, and other people are saying that Oprah's not the nicest person, or maybe she's a bully, or your money is now getting cut for this and that reason. I mean, at the end of the day, what do people do? They stand up to a bully one way or another. So if one way is not working, then you do need to go about it a different way. And so maybe that's what Charlamagne is saying, is like, you need to try this a little bit different because it ain't working for you. Is don't know, not in the mix. Loves to do an interview, we can get it popping. But I mean, what in the world is the deal with the face tattoos? Like, what the heck? What the heck? I'll start this off. Okay, so Chris Brown is getting he just got another face tattoo of like some shoe on his face. Amber Rose sat there and got her kid's name on her face. Not even on her face. I take it back, okay? This is no longer about a cheek action or an eye or, an eyebrow. Or, just the size of the face or something. This is beyond that. She has a whole tattoo across her forehead. She ain't got no other tattoos on, from her shoulders and maybe her back, but like her shoulders down. But then, like, she just goes and just tattoos her face. Like, right there with her kids' names. And, her kids' names are part of that whole creative culture. I'm a celebrity, so I'm going to name my kid Rain and Fog and, Glass Window, stuff like that. So she's getting it popping with that. And she, like, has Slash and, like, her other kids, whatever her kids' names are. Like, she has it across her forehead. I'm not understanding. And you know what? It was like a couple weeks ago, I thought to myself, I asked this question out loud. I'm like, what is going on with these face tattoos? Because it was when I was in New York and I was looking, I was like, why are these people got a face tattoo? I said, that must be like a New York thing. Got to New Mexico and I'm like, they got face tattoos here too. There was a woman I met, she had no other tattoos. She said her very first tattoo was the one on her face. I was like, it was like right here. I was like, why? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, look here, people. I just want you guys to remember, if you possibly can, because I got a couple of tats myself. I'm not against the tattoo. I'm not against the tattoo thing. I'm against getting a tattoo in places that are so vivid, to my mind. Are you planning on, being a tattoo face model forever? Especially with the work that y'all are getting done to y'all skin nowadays. I love me some Wendy Williams, but I'm not even a fan of the Botox. They used to say black don't crack, and now black acting like it ain't it can't ever go back. Like, you guys will get old. I'm gonna be that person. I'm not even lying. I'm starting to see some of it now, where I've seen these women and these men too. Like, you can catch this stuff. Like, some of y'all look good with the filters and things like that online, but once them things come off and in the sunlight and daylight hits your face before you can put the lashes and the hair on. Well, Amber ain't got no hair, so when you take the hair off, I'm telling you right now, I'm seeing it now where I'm like, dang. The face is looking, out of whack. All right. If y'all want to just, make it, y'all keep thinking that it's you're going to get old. Okay. I got to move on because I have no other words for this. Like, I can't articulate myself right now, so I have to just move forward.